Welcome to the Cult Movie Cantina.
Woohoo!
Yay.
I like your enthusiasm.
Episode 2 of season 2. I'm just saying.
2-2.
Yes.
We should have worn tutus.
We should have worn 2.
Hindsight 2020. What?
September 12th? There's a 2 in that. Today's the 12th, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
It's been a long weekend.
I'm your Native American pop culture spirit guide, Scotty, and I'm joined by, as always,
Your facilitator of fun and your lady of libation, Stephanie.
hold on a second. Did you almost forget your name?
I
Did you forget who you were?
It's been such a long week. Long week. Yes, I almost forgot my name. It doesn't matter. I'm here.
She's
Hi.
Lady of Libation. That's all you need.
That's all you need to know.
She was really good on her titles, but she like, who am I?
It's like, I was like, what is
I
my
don't
name?
know.
Okay, got it.
All right, Grandma. And
Jestina, your angelical jester.
she who knows no movies.
Admiral, at your service.
You're adding at your service now.
Yes.
See, you say your real name like before your titles, which is great, so you can remember it.
My name. I always have to like think about Jellicle Jester.
Who am I?
Jellicle Jester. I'm going to get tongue-tied one day.
Who am I? Why are we here?
And I'd like to blame it on alcohol, but I haven't really had much
That's
of
probably
anything
the
yet.
problem. You're like, I'm too sober.
Right.
We need a shot.
I gotta work out that brain.
That's it.
Before we get started, I got 2 announcements. First of all, Inverse Press has a brand new Kickstarter for Vicious Circus, their whole evil clowns getting revenge on bad people's comic.
Cool.
They're doing a Halloween theme one every year, and so this year's the first one, so it's their 2021. I did the cool Kickstarter video for it that we'll see now. And that was Vicious Circus. You can go ahead and support that on Kickstarter for our friends at, well, I guess it used to be Inverse. They're Inverse Total, but I think it's Flatline is what they're calling themselves now. Flatline.
They've changed their name?
Yeah, Inverse is like the publishing company, and they've got different brands.
Like
so.
everything is under Mopcast for us. They're
Right,
same
which
thing
is
for them.
everything under the Scotty White company, but Mopcast is a part
Right,
of that.
well,
yeah.
you know what I mean. Whatever.
And
They're confusing. It's confusing.
I got some also good news of things you can get from somebody that we love.
Okay, what can we get from somebody that we love?
All right, so our producer, who we refuse to mic this show,
You don't get a mic, man.
he doesn't get
You don't get a mic.
he doesn't even get to talk about this at all. He just
Maybe
gets,
We'll support you, but not Mike.
Maybe episode 3 will make them.
yeah, we're getting
We'll
there.
see. We'll see.
If you support us and give to our PayPal, and then we might be able to afford a mic for Caleb.
That's right.
Our very own producer, Caleb Lockwood, has come up with a book called Time Ninja, which is probably not the way he read it in his brain when he wrote it. He probably wasn't like, Time Ninja.
It is now. You're welcome.
You can get this on Amazon. It is about a ninja and time, I suppose. I haven't read it yet. I just got it. Like, I ordered it like a week ago, but Amazon was like, you'll get it when you get it.
I had no idea. Number one, things you learn about people. I had no idea you wrote books.
I didn't either.
So
Good to know.
There's that. I will buy one and make you autograph all over it.
So, Caleb, how do you say your main character's name? Osei? Tahi. All right, cool. Because I was going to butcher that.
What is he, Samoan? That sounds like a Samoan name, Osei.
Every time you wrote it, did you get the song "Oh Say Can You See" stuck in your head? Because
Now-
it's
now you
in
do.
my head. Like,
Now you
"Oh,
do.
say
Can you
see? Is the sole survivor of his family's
Sorry,
public
Caleb.
execution at the hands of their village's ruthless leader, Nakata Nobayori. I am.
Oh, it's Japanese. Come over here. I can read that.
No, it's English.
I meant
I can read English.
I meant like the names are Japanese. I lived in Japan. For
He
3
was
years.
supposed to die with them, but after witnessing his family's death, he's gained the extraordinary ability to control time. See,
All
it
right.
ties in together.
Do-do-do, 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 do-do-do.
So the time controlling powers.
It is.
It's like Wayne's
Do-do-do,
World.
yes, do-do-do, 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 do-do-do.
I have seen that movie.
But you can get this on Amazon, and if you get Prime, and there's a Kindle version and a physical version.
Yes, so with the Kindle Unlimited program, you can read it for free as the ebook.
Hey, if you've got Kindle and Unlimited, you can read it for free, but buy it anyway because this poor boy needs a microphone.
That's right. Please buy his book so we can get him a microphone.
So congratulations. You're gonna have to sign this one. I bought this copy, so
Yeah, I'm going to buy
'cause,
me
like,
a
it's
hard copy.
mine.
it's
Thank you.
mine.
I'm
I can't wait to
doing
read it.
it.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna read
I'm
it
going
this
to
week.
lick it.
So
Do
Time
it.
Ninja, go get it. Yay, plugs.
They're important.
All right, so the movie we're doing this week is The Matrix from the year
1999.
99.
1999.
2000 party over. It's outside.
So we're doing a new segment.
I like that we sang different parts of that song at the same time. That was amazing and magical.
I know.
It is exactly what it is.
Yes.
Do you remember anything from 1999?
I do, actually.
I turned 10 that year.
You turned 10.
I turned 10 that year.
Our producer turned 5.
Air high five. Babies.
I was 22.
All right. My fiance was graduating high
Okay,
school.
so that would.
he graduated 97.
My fiance.
Oh, your new one.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so many. I forgot your ex.
He was like, no, 97. Not that
your
one.
ex one. Your ex one was graduated 97. Which is weird that I know that, but it is.
I remember I was 27, and right because I'm 5 years older
Yes, you're
than
5
you.
years old. So
So
you're,
I was
a,
27.
you're a Kayla between us.
Yes.
Aw.
But I remember,
relative.
of course, going to the New Year's, parties downtown and whatnot, and every single bar, everywhere we went, was playing. Guess what song?
Is it the
1999.
one that you were beautifully singing?
MTV ran it for 24 hours.
Yeah,
I remember
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
Back to
Pretty
back to
much.
back?
Back to back to back.
This is why they're not around anymore.
So my ex, is in computers, and I remember that started the whole right after that there was the whole Y2K panic.
Yeah, Y2K led up to that. Well, like the
that's-
year,
yeah.
So that started the Y2K thing.
It was crazy.
There's a really good podcast about Y2K, about if it was real, if it wasn't, and what kind of how it turned out. It's very fascinating. So it's
I'm curious, what'd you guys do? Like, did you guys panic or?
Well, I did. I mean, it didn't really affect me. It affected my ex because of his job. So they were all fretting over the servers and whatnot. But I didn't notice anything different happening.
I was dating my ex-wife at the time, and we really enjoyed ringing in the new year.
There you go.
Okay.
Ring-a-ding-a.
My
We-
parents made us all panic about it. Like they were
We're
one
talking
of those
about
people.
Y2K, not New Year.
I'm just talking about New Year's because I just remembered what I was doing.
Oh my goodness!
So
well
Scotty
done.
got laid.
Well
is what he's trying to
done,
say.
Scotty. Well done.
I'm sure I did too after all the drinking and partying.
I did not.
You were 10.
I was a child. But my parents are those kind of people that were like, what was it not long ago, like 2005? I don't know. It wasn't long ago, 7, 9, something like that, where there was like that panic about things going to end again soon. I don't know.
I missed that.
2012.
Yes. Yeah. I
The
don't
world's
know.
going to end in the 2012 because the Aztecs or the Mayans.
That's what it
Oh,
was.
that's right. The Mayan
the
calendar
Mayans say we're
crap.
going to die.
My dad is one of the people that was like considering buying one of those big packets of like $1,000 worth of stuff off Sam's Club. Like was genuinely concerned, was going to go buy us all passports. I even had to get like written approval for Mackenzie to get a passport. So that was 2012. Now let's go back to this whole Y2K thing. And they were the same kind of energy, but then they're like, all right, we're going out. Babysit.
It was not that the world was ending. The Y2K thing was like computers. All the computers were going to crash.
Well, but they had the same
So-
energy about it.
Yeah,
where they
yeah,
were like,
yeah.
we believe it's going to happen.
But what they were worried about the computers crashing was like releasing nuclear warheads and stuff. We're just
right. I mean,
launching and blowing us all up.
There's a lot of bad things that could happen if all the computers crash, but it's not like it wasn't like a natural disaster.
Right.
It was going to be like the computer's going to screw us over kind of thing.
I just remember we were terrified all night. Like we were babysitting the little kids, and all night we were.
So
terrified.
the podcast on it's from a group called Headlong, and they've done some other interesting ones. But the one on Y2K follows 4 stories. They follow the guy who coined or claims he coined the phrase Y2K.
Okay.
It follows the one guy who in Canada had the first Y2K website, trying to raise awareness. It follows a bank robbery that happened on December 31st, 1999, and went into Y2K.
Wow.
And then it follows a story of 2 babies born in Utah trying to be the first baby born in the millennium, because there was a cash prize for it.
Oh wow!
Oh my
Okay.
gosh!
And so it's fascinating. It's like a 5 part. It's 5 parts.
As the mom, I would have been like, "Just pull it out! Just pull it out!"
It's still 99. I don't care.
All right, so things that happened in 1999. Here's some just
Okay.
I got 4 things in history. Hurricane Floyd. It was a Category 4 storm, hits North Carolina in September, killing between 52 and 68
North
people.
Carolina. Okay.
I don't remember that at all.
Columbine happened.
I do remember Columbine.
The Euro was created,
Oh, geez.
Interesting.
and Napster was released.
Really? I used to love some Napster.
Isn't that the one you got the music from?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
that you would pirate music, yes.
Right, you would download music.
I never did that, and I'm not saying to clear my name. Like I genuinely never did that.
Clear money.
Come
I
on.
mean, she's
If
good.
you were of age, and you weren't, but if
No.
you were of age to where you had a computer and you were listening to music, you downloaded crap from Napster.
It's crazy that
Period.
they didn't get the mindset of everybody with film and streaming like Netflix and Hulu like that, because it feels like the same kind of thing. And well, I mean the
Well, no,
audio
that's-
too, like Amazon Music.
I think that's
they
wh-
could have done it smarter.
Well, no, not really, because internet connections to download stuff was terrible. It took forever to download stuff. It didn't stream
Right.
like it does now. So
So we just did like most people. We made our me and Amanda made our list at night and
It-
slept and let down.
right,
all night.
and then you'd burn it onto
That's
a CD.
fun.
Mhm.
You would literally burn
Burn
it
it on
onto
a
a
CD.
CD,
I
and
understand Apple actually took a lot of reference from Napster on like with iTunes.
Oh yeah, Napster totally ripped off. Apple totally ripped off Napster for iTunes, and a lot of that same
Yeah.
same stuff. in the beginning.
Interesting.
So here's 4 things that debuted in 1999 on television. Number 1, SpongeBob SquarePants debuted in 1999.
nice.
Are you serious?
I am
I got
serious.
stories
That dude is
about
old.
SpongeBob too.
Family Guy also started in
Wow.
1999.
That's
Okay.
interesting.
The Sopranos and The West Wing all were on 1999.
Nice.
I like
didn't
the West
realize.
Wing.
I never saw The Sopranos or The West Wing.
The West Wing.
You never seen The Sopranos?
I've seen one season of it, and it was so slow that we kind of quit watching
I
it.
think you would dig it.
No, it just got slow.
It just got slow.
So, I mean, I put forth an entire season and was meh.
It's a good show. I'm looking forward to the prequel movie next month, Many Saints in Newark. I got James Gandolfini's son playing Tony Soprano,
Nice, I heard that.
and he looks like Tony. Sounds kind of like
I think I would be down to watch a movie.
Yeah. All right, so music. Here are some 5 pop hits.
Okay.
Because I was surprised.
Why do they have to be pop? Because I
'Cause
wasn't listening to pop back then.
You weren't listening to pop now.
That's right. I don't listen to pop now.
But our audience. It's not all about you.
You should pick songs from each genre.
Well,
that was
when
popular.
someone else
Number
takes
one
us
song
over next
from
week,
each-
she can do whatever.
How about the number one song from each genre?
Okay.
That's a lot of work. I just did
Major
quick.
genres.
Okay.
I just thought this was funny.
I'm not doing country.
No.
But that's a genre. That's a major genre.
No, it's not. No country.
All country.
I'm gonna come back with top country hits from the year.
Okay,
Buckle up, Buttercup.
Look, we're not going to do all country. We're going to do all country and one bluegrass.
One bluegrass. Sometimes you gotta get sassy.
Right.
Lord have mercy.
Bluegrass, the punk rock, country music. All right.
Give us the pop hits.
I did,
Not the rock hits or the metal hits, but the, pop hits.
She's
Let's
being
do
real
it.
bitter.
she
Knock it
is
out.
a little bitter.
Knock it
It's
out.
that wine's making her bitter.
It's good wine though, so it's fine.
Hit me, baby, one more time.
Yeah.
And yet, the beat goes on.
Written by a dude like in Sweden.
It makes a lot of sense.
Like, so there's a documentary on Netflix. I learned that
I did it again. I played with my heart.
Hey, look at you.
Lost in the game.
I think she played with your heart.
She did. She played with your heart.
Whatever.
Got
I
lost
don't
in the
know.
game.
Whatever.
Plays with her.
I don't know. I
If
just
she plays with
remember.
her heart, it's a whole different song.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Mambo
with
number
that
5.
I love that song, and I could play it on the trumpet.
That's awesome.
That's a fun fact from Jestina.
I don't think I could do it anymore, but
I'm
I
also
did.
salty that the name Stephanie is never mentioned in that song.
My name's not mentioned
This whole
either.
episode is going to be like Stephanie's salty.
But I thought about that every time it played. I was like, they're never going to say my name.
Well, no.
I know. That's fun.
Do you remember Blue?
I do.
I'm blue, da-da-dee-da-da-da.
Eiffel 65.
I love Eiffel 65. I'm probably going to listen to that on the way home now.
That's great.
No Scrubs by TLC.
Okay, that year was my year, apparently. Like, I am digging all of these songs.
No scrub. I do like these
She's not
songs.
having
I'm
it.
gonna lie.
She's
I do
enjoying it.
kind of like these songs. I'm not going to lie.
And then I Want It That Way by Backstreet Boys.
Oh, God. Okay, so we had
I
to have
never
one
got
dud.
into Backstreet Boys or NSYNC.
We had
But
to
I-
have one dud in the
no,
group.
but you know why it is a dud. However, it's great when people sing it drunk at karaoke.
Yes, which
It's a
they
good-
do
it is a-
almost every night.
It's a great drunk
It
karaoke
is,
song. So
it
I
is.
can't. Since I own a toy shop, I put some toys in. Furbies.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Pokemon debuted in '99
Really?
in America.
God, it's been going on forever.
And do you remember fingerboards?
Yes,
Those
because
tiny
my
little skateboards?
Little
Do you know how much money I spent on fingerboards from my son Parrish, who loved them, and then of course he became a skateboarder.
Right.
At least it like grew to his feet.
But thank God. This stupid little and with a little tiny half pipes, and
It's just like
and then you buy all the accessories. You have all the little tiny wheels and trucks, specialty wheels and trucks you could buy for them, and God, that was the stupidest. crap.
Sounds like the Shopkins of the boy generation. Because now kids have those like little fruits and vegetables that are little people, and it's like, why?
Like all the guys at school, I sucked at them, but they would bring them to school and just.
Oh, they'd flip them and do tricks, and I'd be like,
this is a movie podcast, so we'll talk about the Academy Awards.
"Let's do it."
Do you know what the best picture of 1999 was?
Hell no.
One day you might. I just
Let me think. 99. 99, I say that it was probably not The Matrix.
We don't think it's
No.
a Matrix.
no, but there will be Academy Award talk for the Matrix. in the
Flintstones.
Flintstones.
I don't-
1995. No.
But it's a 90s movie. Oh, we're getting better at this game.
I don't know.
American Beauty.
I've never seen that, but I have a copy.
I saw it and I didn't get it.
I saw it. I didn't care for
Now
it.
I want to watch
Yeah,
it
it's like-
again.
now I'm like,
I'll say
meh.
again. I want to watch
Best
it.
director was Sam Mendes for American Beauty. Kevin Spacey won for American Beauty.
Oh.
Harley Swank won for Boys Don't Cry.
Oh, I love that. I love Hilary Swank.
Michael Caine won for The Cider House Rules. And
that was a good one too.
And Angelina Jolie won her Oscar for Girl
Tomb Raider.
Interrupted.
Oh, Girl Interrupted was great.
So that's
All those movies are better than American Beauty.
well, not
Did it
according
have
to the
like a
Academy.
cinematic, like?
It's shot very pretty, and it's a weird story. It's right up the Academy's alley,
Okay.
especially back
You
then.
almost
like
said
a-
about their ass in you. Right in the Academy's ass is what he wanted to say.
I'm no comment because maybe one day I want to win something
Right.
from the
Remember
Academy.
that one time you said something about being up our ass?
No,
Cut
I-
him. He's gone.
The Matrix came out in 1999, as previously discussed. Written and directed by Lana and Lily Wachowski. Stars Keanu Reeves as Neo.
Neo.
Lawrence Fishburne as.
Morpheus.
Been wanting to see- I think the only reason why we're doing this show.
Yes.
Carrie Ann Moss as Trinity. Hugo Weaving as Agent Smith. Gloria Foster as Oracle. She dies, so she doesn't play the rest of the Oracles. There's new Oracles in the other movies.
I
And
liked Oracle.
Joe Pantoliano as Cypher. Let's watch the trailer now.
Let's do it.
Still doing my time
We're
ninja
actually
voice.
going to watch the trailer, guys. Like, we don't normally get to watch these.
This trailer's fucking. Look,
It's a great trailer.
run, Trinity, run.
Oh, that girl can jump.
Girl, she can drive. Whoa.
That's right.
Have you ever had a dream, Neo, that you were
It's a
so
really
sure was
rainy
real?
movie.
Do you know that he was in his 30s when he made this? I thought he was so
What
much
if you were
younger.
unable to wake
Boy, he
from
looks
that
like a
dream?
baby.
How would you
He
know
does.
the difference between the dream world
He was like mid-30s.
and the real world?
I like the mirror.
Morpheus.
This whole sequence with him getting swallowed by the mirror is a
Yeah.
cool
What's
sequence.
The answer is out there, Neo. It's the question that drives
I
us.
love Trinity.
What is the Matrix? The Matrix is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth.
Oh, it's Morpheus again.
They're watching you,
Morpheus.
Neo.
I love him too.
Agent Smith. Hugo Weaving's great.
Human beings are a disease. You are a cancer of this planet. And we are the cure.
They show a lot from the end of the movie.
I kind of want to go back and watch all of them now.
To the real world.
Morpheus.
Love the music too.
So you're here to save the world.
So what do you need? Guns.
Listen to that.
I
sweet
need all the
voice.
guns.
No one has ever done anything like this.
That's why it's going to work.
Buckle your seatbelt, Dorothy. Because Kansas,
Kansas
is going
going
bye-bye.
bye-bye.
That's so cool. I love that.
Yeah, the effects in this actually, and most of the effects still hold up. I was really surprised.
Oh, it's amazing.
I think it's just because it's this type of thing it's doing.
Right.
Very technological and
Keanu Reeves. Lawrence Fishburne.
Morpheus.
He was also Othello.
But he was also Morpheus.
Unfortunately,
I would like to see him as
no one
Othello.
can be told what the Matrix is. You have to see it for yourself.
Which is a great line for a movie. Oh, and we as we learned last week, whatisthematrix.com still works.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's
That's great.
still because it goes to the you can
It
how you
goes to the
can,
page on how like you can stream it.
how to
That's
buy it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Did
Buy
you-
a movie.
Wasn't Lawrence Fishburne the first American to play Othello? I think he was. I think I read that.
Like in a movie or on
Like
stage.
to play him, period. Like, well,
No.
to play him in a movie.
I think I would figure James Earl Jones did that first.
No. Let me
Oh,
look
I need to know now.
Fun facts.
Fun facts continue.
So while she's starting about that, well, let's talk about the movie.
Sure, let's do it.
So movie starts out. We meet Neo, who's a hacker, and he's apparently hacking things, and he's looking,
Doing his job.
and he's hacking. At least it's not one of those movies where they're hacking and going like, "I'm in." There's none of that stuff. But apparently, he gives programs for money.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not sure. I kept thinking it was like test answers where he gives to a guy. He's also looking for a dude named Morpheus, who's apparently is the #1 criminal in the world. He is this world's Osama bin Laden.
Morpheus is. Morpheus.
And so he is awakened by his computer when he sleeps and tells him to follow the white rabbit, and then gets knocked on the door. That's where he gets this. He finds some guys who are like, "I want to buy that stuff you made for me." And so he's like, "Sure." And they're like, "You should get out more because you're, a computer guy."
They don't get out. He probably had like a 5 o'clock shadow, but over his whole face. I feel like,
Yeah,
like you
he-
can tell you've been in a
Right.
cave for a long time.
Like if Keanu Reeves could grow facial hair, it'd be.
but not like a hair. Like it's just
He
like a
kind of grows
shadow
it for
everywhere.
like
John Wick, he's fuzzy.
John Wick.
He's
Oh.
fuzzing John Wick.
So good in John Wick.
I
I
know.
like that movie. That movie was fun for me.
I like all of them.
Oh man.
He follows. He decides to go to the club because one of the ladies has a white rabbit tattoo, so he's
Gotta
gonna
follow it.
Gotta follow her. Gets to the club, meets Trinity.
That's right, my girl.
Trinity's all like, "Yeah, I gotta tell you about the Matrix, but I can't tell you. But you want to be Morpheus? Cool."
Morpheus. My guy. I'm gonna
And
say his
so
name all the time.
he goes to work the next day, and he gets a package. Package is a cell phone. And he answers the cell phone, and the cell phone is.
Who is it?
Who is it?
Who is it?
Who
Is
is
it Morpheus?
Morpheus is like, "Dude, there's people looking for you."
Jump out the window. Now he takes him. In all
And so he
sorts
goes
of
on
places.
this. He goes on a little path and tells him to go escape from the window of the skyscraper, and he's like, "F that!" And he gets caught by Agent Smith and his buddies, who are like, "Hey, buddy, you've got a lot going on. You got 2 lives. You got Thomas Anderson, and you got Neo. One of them don't have a future."
Right.
And he's all defiant, like "F you," and so they take away his mouth and stick a worm in him.
Ugh.
It is like an electronic worm. It was really cool.
That part was so unsettling for me. I don't know.
Goes right in the belly button.
Ugh.
You know, that was less unsettling than in Wrath of Khan, where they put the worms in the ears.
Oh man, that was also bad. Like worms going in the body. I don't know why. You can just feel them squirrel. Like,
Oh, it's worse when
Ugh.
so he wakes up thinking the whole thing's a dream. He goes out and he's picked up by Morpheus's crew, who take a thing with like
a sucker.
like
A worm sucker.
a worm, but it has like motorcycle handles
Right.
and a screen while they find it, and they suck the thing out of him.
It's a
Oh
worm
my
sucker.
gosh.
Suck it right out of his belly
Out of
button.
his belly button. They take him to see Morpheus. Morpheus gives him the whole spill. It's like, look, I can't tell you what it is. I can show you. So there's 2 pills. There's a red
he
pill.
looks damn good in this scene too. He's like, "Hello." He's so dark and mysterious. Oh man, that's like probably my favorite scene.
So he's like, there's a red pill that will let you see the Matrix. The blue pill, you can just go back to sleep and do whatever you want to do. Of course, our hero takes the red pill.
That's right.
And which causes him to wake up in the real world, where he's in a vat of goo.
The real world sucks.
Which color pill would you guys take?
With red all day long. If I'm already that much self-aware, where I've made it to a meeting with Morpheus, I would imagine that my curiosity would already be so high that I would be drawn to the red pills. Like, I got to see what the reality is. I would have to do it.
All right, so Scotty right now, blue pill. But if I'm like studying Morpheus and trying to find Morpheus, red pill.
But no, right now. See, I feel like
Like I have no idea.
I
This
feel
dude
like-
keeps me, pulls a worm out of my belly, goes, you could just forget about this.
Oh, man.
I'm sweet.
I feel like that if
Me
you
the
were
world.
the type of person to take a blue pill, that Morpheus would not have even have sought you out to begin with.
Right.
well, this is a deep introspective conversation.
I mean, think
right
about
now.
that, because you know,
absolutely.
He'd be so disappointed.
I wonder how many people was like, "No, man, I'm gonna take the blue pill.
Like, we messed up again. We got to get another one.
We're gonna find another one."
you'd be like, hell no.
I think I would also do the red pill though. But even if I hadn't been doing any research, the idea of you can know the truth of things or you can be ignorant and be happy, and it's like, well, I don't want to be ignorant. I would rather know the reality.
Right.
I would do the red
That would
pill.
be me too. It would be the curiosity.
It's like, I'm
thing,
sorry, this
that's
isn't
like-
real. Yeah, give me that red pill, please. Am I going to take that, please?
So let me put this caveat in.
Oh, fun.
All right. So would you still take the red pill knowing that you can't see your family again?
See, now here's the thing. In the movie, he had no family
No,
or
we're
kids.
talking.
Oh, you're right.
I'm talking. You said us.
That's fair. Right now, I wouldn't change anything. Oh man, that's deep. You would is reality that you don't have kids though?
All right.
Can I get just a little teaser, please?
No,
Can I get
you
a trailer
yourself
of my
right
future
now.
life?
You right now.
No,
You're
I'm
off
saying
your-
in
Jestina,
that
the Jellicle
moment,
Jesto right now.
asking for a trailer of what's to come.
Can you get a sneak peek?
That's an interesting question.
Because it's easy for Neo. Neo has no attachments.
I think I would still do the red pill because if those aren't really children, I would rather know than live an ignorant life of a fake world.
See, but that's where doubt comes in. Are you sure? It's a guy just telling you that there may be a possibility.
Okay, well, now if he just shows up at my door and he's like, take one of these 2 pills, probably go be like, I'm not going to take your pills. I'm putting you in my body. I don't need COVID. Thank you. That would happen right now. I'd be like, spray him with Lysol.
I'd probably take both pills at the same time.
I'm going
It really-
purple. I'm going straight purple.
I'd be like, do you want the red pill or the blue pill? Yes, please.
What do they do? Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Thank you.
Can I chase it with some wine? A little bit of vodka? I would still take the red pill.
Fair enough.
My kids are grown. And I mean, and also, to be honest, I'm with her. It's like these are all technically I mean, you don't know it until the time, but your children are all fictional. Everything is fictional. They're like
It's like the Truman
it's
Show.
memories that's been implanted in you.
Wait, here's the question: are they fictional, or are they other people in the Matrix? Are there other people in pods?
They
So
could be,
you're all in
but
this
they wouldn't have
gang
been my
together.
children. I mean, all the pod people are like lab created. So
So,
Oh, man.
but so deeper question: what makes them your children? Is it they?
because
okay,
they came out of my vagina.
but only one of your two did. You adopted the other.
Well, that's because I chose to love him.
Exactly, and that's the point I'm getting at. So I think that makes the question more difficult. I mean, if they're not your genetic children, I don't think that matters,
But
right?
the thing is like in the Matrix, nobody's anybody's children, only because everybody is lab created.
That's why it's so deep.
Everybody's born in a test tube. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
I absolutely understand, but also it's
basically cloning. That's what they're doing. They're basically cloning you.
exactly. But
They're the 90s stormtrooper.
but in the end of the day, it's the concept of love is still programmed in there.
Well, of course it is.
So
That's deep, Scotty. This got deep.
yeah, it's just
See,
fun.
what I would do is I'd take the red pill and then I'd go down to Zion and make some real babies.
Of course you would. Sign me up for the fuck party.
That's right.
That's in the third one. They have the orgy in the third one, I think.
Right?
Yeah. So, anyway, so Neo takes the red pill. He ends up in some goo with some hoses attached to him. He wakes up
Oh, it's gotta be unsettling.
He's covered in goo, and all the hoses that were stuck to him are no longer.
They're going,
That's a good sound effect.
thank you.
There are robots that look like kind of flying bugs. That's what I call them, bugs.
Yeah, they look
Sentinels.
like bugs.
And they snag him, and then they flush him away because he's defective or whatever. And then our heroes find him in their hovercraft. They have to rebuild his body because, hey, look, he's never used any of it because he's been in a womb all his life.
Oh my gosh.
True story.
I think he'd be wrinkly from all the goo. I got wrinkly today when cleaning the toys, and it was just like 20 minutes, so a whole lifetime in a
Okay,
goo bucket.
so having never given birth or being around someone who's given birth, are babies wrinkly when they come out?
No.
I don't remember, but I was
not.
also heavily sedated because I
They're
had to
a
have
little
C-section.
crusty.
So
I
okay,
figure they're kind of gooey.
They're a little crusty.
I figure they're gooey, but I don't, because
By the time we
they're in
get
amniotic
kind of
fluid.
goo. Oh,
They're
interesting.
in amniotic fluid, so.
I remember them being a little crusty because by the time they get out and pat them dry, then what's left kind of dries really quick, and it's like a little crusty and flaky looking before they give them a proper bath.
Humans are gross.
Oh, I'm so curious. I'm gonna reach out to people I know that are a little bit closer to like birthing babies. I'm gonna ask.
I gotcha.
I'm gonna follow up.
They aren't wrinkly. I remember. They're not wrinkly.
I don't remember. I already said that I was sedated.
You know, Mike. Oh, I wasn't. I was all natural.
They-
Of course she
cut
was. She's
me
like,
open.
just give me. She probably was working and just let drop Jack and then picked him up and let's keep going.
Let's go.
Oh, good. Now I can find a bar.
I will say, the first thing after I birthed him was like, I'm hungry. Can y'all bring me some food?
Was it you who got pizza?
No, I was the one that smells like Fritos when
You-
I'm being cauterized.
You smell like Fritos.
I felt like we had that conversation
You had to be
before.
cauterized?
Probably.
Well, I've had C-sections.
Oh, that's right. I forgot
Maybe-
you
Yeah,
had
that's-
C-sections.
Maybe it was Kim when she gave birth to
I wasn't allowed to eat for like 24 hours
so maybe
afterwards.
she got pizza right. Maybe it was Kim. One lady in my life gave
It-
birth.
it wasn't
and
me.
Got I know it wasn't you.
I would have died for some pizza.
She
I'm
got
not
pizza. I
gonna
think it was
lie. I
Kim.
would
I
have
have to
traded
double
my
check. I
son
think-
for some pizza at that
You
point.
were so hungry afterwards. It's a lot.
It's like
You're so
I
hungry.
would
She
have
had Maggie
traded
or
my
Lindsay, I think.
newborn baby for some pizza
One
if
of
I
them
could
she
have gotten
gave,
it.
she had pizza. Anyway, so it takes some time for Neo gets his stuff together, and then Morpheus tells him the story and says, "Hey, look, something happened. The machines took over.
Weird.
We scorched the sky, and then they turned human beings into batteries to keep their power and keep the machines running. And they made a fantasy program for all the people who are now batteries, so they don't just for reasons.
I guess so.
And
Their minds don't freak out and whatever.
Maybe they have to have it for the energy.
Maybe so.
Like they have to still be like living a life.
And so everyone on the ship's awake, and so they need to how to figure out how to stop the Matrix. And they woke Neo up because they believe he is the one to do that. He's supposed to be like this. He's this magical dude who's going to.
He's the Matrix Jedi.
Right, he is the Matrix Jedi. He's going to use his Jedi powers to do it.
That's why it's going to work.
But first, he's got to learn Jedi power. So they plug him up into the Matrix, and they start plugging him up with all kinds of like combat programs.
All I got to say is that's the most amazing thing ever.
Right.
I want that.
Suddenly, he's like, I know Kung Fu. And he's like, oh, Mikey likes it. Yes, more. Hell yeah. And then Morpheus is like, well, show me what you can do. And so they fight in a dojo, and Morpheus wins.
Morpheus.
Because the problem is that the Matrix isn't real. And so he's trying to explain, Morpheus is trying to get Neo to realize that it's not real. And so you can dodge and do whatever because none of it's real.
Just let loose.
Just let go. And so he's starting to understand. Takes him a little bit to figure it out.
Just fair.
They do a jump program where he is supposed to leap from one building to another, and he fails because everyone fails on their first try. It's very video game like. He crashes like a cartoon, and and that's when you find out that you can get injured in the Matrix. If you get injured in the Matrix, you can get injured for real, and you can die in the Matrix and die for real.
It's an important thing to know.
Right. Then the ship's attacked by Sentinels, which are those robots out there that they're searching for humans, and they use an EMP to shut them down. And then, let's see, during this time, one of the guys, Cypher, is talking to bad guys because he's like, man, I'm so tired of this shitty life. I know that the Matrix is telling me that this steak is juicy and good, and this shit's better than the crap we eat back on the hovercraft.
I want my steak and red wine.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, look, I don't want to remember anything, but I'll give you Morpheus. And so that's he's going to betray everybody, get plugged back into the Matrix, and just live out his life. And so
he wants that steak and wine.
Morpheus takes Neo to see the Oracle, who's this old lady in a kitchen making cookies.
Okay, so I think that might be my favorite scene.
I love her.
It's a good one.
I love the little kid too. It's like about the bending of the spoon.
Right.
Uh-huh.
The most important thing is that there is no spoon.
Yeah.
Which is the message of the whole movie. None of it's real.
Yeah.
Right.
And so the Oracle tells Neo that he's not the one. And she's like, you got potential, you've got some gifts, but you're not the one. He's like, he's all bummed out. He says, however, you're gonna end up saving Morpheus. You gotta watch out for that. Morpheus and the gang go out to they're headed back from the Oracle. I'm trying to remember this all. I should have wrote this down, but it's anyway.
I was gonna say you didn't write this down.
No, I was trying something different.
Okay.
You're doing well.
Yeah, so
You're doing good.
Cypher, as I said, betrayed everybody, so the agents know where they are, and Cypher gets out while the agents and police are all shooting them all up. Others are killed.
Yeah. Cypher ends up killing Tank's brother,
right,
and
but Cypher exits the Matrix, kills Tank and APOC. Tank and who's the I want to call him APOC, but APOC's not. APOC is
here's the girl, the blonde girl.
Oh yeah.
Switch.
Switch. I like Switch too.
APOC's brother is the guy he's the operator. He runs everything.
Yeah.
But Cypher kills Tank, shoots the brother.
Yeah, thinks he killed me.
Yeah. And then he calls Trinity because he's really in love with Trinity. He's mainly doing this because he loves Trinity. She's like, like he's friend zoned and he's not happy.
Oh God.
Dudes are all terrible. So, fun fact: if you're unplugged from the Matrix, suddenly you just die. So that's how he kills APOC, and then Switch. And Switch is all like, "Please, not like this." And the moment she says that, that's how she dies. And I was like, "Oh, that is some cruel. That's some cruel writing
That's
right
awesome. That's awesome.
Training Neo get out. Morpheus is captured. They kill Cypher. then Sentinels are on their way, and they're like, we have to kill. We're going to have to use the MP, so we're just going to let Morpheus. We're going to unplug Morpheus because he's going to give away all the secrets. And Neo's like, nope, we're going in. So him and Trinity get all the guns.
Yep.
Right.
And they go and they have this really
Strap it to everything.
really cool gunfight that's all over the trailer, and go and rescue Morpheus from the agents. Neo's left behind, and he fights Agent Smith. And then he tries to escape some more and gets shot by Agent Smith and dies almost. Well, he dies.
Yeah, he dies.
And he dies. And Trinity's all like, the Oracle told me that I'm supposed to love the one, and I'm in love with you, so you can't die, so get up. And so he does.
So did the
But
Oracle just lie to
told
him?
me I wasn't the one.
The Oracle's... Morpheus says the Oracle tells you what you needed to hear.
Oh, okay.
And that's what he needed to hear.
There you go.
And so... then, like, once Neo wakes up, he's like Uber Neo. He, like, leveled up. And so now he's controlling bullets. And
Well, he
I
knows
love
he's the
that.
one. There's
I love
no,
that
like...
one point where he like puts his hand behind his back and he's like,
oh, yeah, Agent Smith is trying to fight him. And he's, like, just ignoring
whatever.
it.
It's like,
Blocking everything. But the biggest thing is that now Neo sees everything as Matrix code.
Right,
He doesn't see
everything.
he doesn't see what everyone else sees. And then he gets out and threatens the bad guys at the end and flies away. The end.
Bye.
Superman.
So, what'd you think of the movie?
I loved it.
It was fun.
You'd seen it before, right?
I had,
So
yeah.
this is when was the last time you've seen it? It's been a minute. It's been a minute for me.
It's been a long time.
I remember seeing it in the theater.
Over
I've seen
10
it
years.
maybe that long for me.
It's been a while.
Because I don't know if I had any kids the last time I saw it.
I was really surprised how well it held up. There's a couple of effect shots that, like Trinity, when she escapes for the first time, she does that kind of twirly leap. It's really bad, but it's okay. It's dated. It's not that's bad.
Right.
It's a really dated effect. But it ends with a cool effect because I like she breaks through the window and rolls down the stairs and she's popped out the two guns.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And she's
That's
like, it's
smooth.
really badass, right?
Yeah, it's smooth.
And it's and like just get up, Trinity. Just you're gonna die. Just get up,
Get up,
Trinity.
get
Just
up,
get up.
get up.
It's such the dialogue is so good in this movie.
I agree.
So
It's a great film.
it really is. It really surprised me, like how well it held up. You got favorite scenes? You said you were talking. Let's talk about the Oracle scene. You liked that one a lot.
I did like the Oracle scene a lot. I think I liked how calm it was compared to the chaos of the rest of it. It was very homey. But the whole time they're like, none of this is real, like with the spoon. It's like it's not there.
Right.
But that's like what she chose, is like that kind of environment. I really enjoyed that, and I think that was important with everything else going on in the film, to have that moment of just like serenity almost.
Mm-hmm.
But not like overdone serenity, not like really pompous or anything. It's very, I don't know. I like that. I also did like the pill scene because it was clean and just simple.
I like Morpheus's glasses.
Yes.
His glasses were sweet.
They are nice.
All those trench coats.
My favorite scene was it started with the big fight scene in the end where Neo and Trinity go in through the metal. It was like right when they go through the metal detectors, and they just start like just shooting everybody up and doing the flips and the whatever.
I
It's like-
love the security guard when he goes, sir, because it makes the beep because he's fully loaded. Then he opens up the jacket and he's just
Right.
like, what the hell?
It's crazy. I mean, that's like, to me, it's like, oh, it's about to go down now. It's like, it was great. And I
badass.
love Trinity. She's so badass. And, I like to see those strong female characters
I agree.
just kind of take care of business. So,
My favorite scene is I like Agent Smith and Neo's fight at the end.
that one's really good
in the
too.
subway.
Yeah, that's really good.
When the Agent Smith, is the homeless man, he turns into Agent Smith, and it's a really good martial arts fight. And I like, you're not sure who's going to win it because they're so evenly matched.
Right.
And the problem is that Neo can feel pain and the agent doesn't, which is
he's a robot.
yes, he's just programmed. He's just code.
Yeah.
He's
And-
not even a robot.
But I love like they break apart and he does the whole pump up and then kind of beckons him over and like Morpheus did in the training program. I'm like, oh hell yeah, it's gonna get on, and ends in a subway crash, and then you're like, oh, they're safe, and no, the agent just walks out the subway. Oh, it's smartly put together.
It's great.
It is a well done movie.
I really dig it. So let us know what your favorite scenes in the comments below. We'd love
Yes,
to hear.
please.
Would you like some Apocrypha?
Of course.
Sure.
Here are some people who are going to be cast as other people. I'm going to start with the biggest one of all. Can you guess who was going to play Neo?
I can't play this game
Brad
because I
Pitt.
happened to look over and see the paper.
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt was one, but he wasn't the biggest. You ready for the biggest?
Yeah.
Will Smith.
Oh, God. I can see it.
Will Smith was approached to play Neo, but turned it down in order to star in Wild Wild West.
I was literally singing Wild Wild West in my head.
West.
That's
I feel that
fantastic.
Will Smith is kicking himself to this day for that decision.
I don't know. I loved Wild Wild
He-
West.
It
I've seen
was
the movie
awful.
repeatedly.
He later admitted that at the time he was not mature enough as an actor, and that if he was given the role, he would have messed it up. He has
Aw.
no regret saying that Keanu was a brilliant Neo.
He was.
I think that
Sandra
Keanu did well
Bullock
with
was
that.
offered the role of Trinity, but turned it
Interesting.
down just because Will Smith was in the film. She regretted her decision because had she been cast, she had been reunited with Keanu Reeves, whom she had previously starred in Speed.
With Speed, yeah.
What is her beef with Will Smith?
She just didn't want to work with him.
Interesting.
It is weird.
So Lana and Lily's first choice for Neo was
For Neo?
I'm trying to think of actors from that era.
Okay, well, we've got Will Smith, so let's think of someone like him.
I can't think of anybody other than Keanu Reeves that would be just
would be a Keanu type.
okay.
A Keanu type. Okay. All right.
Hold on.
I don't know why I said
He
that.
would.
Like
I
it
would.
would
I would
matter
say
to me.
Keanu adjacent.
Keanu
Okay.
adjacent.
Okay, hold on.
Would it be Nicolas Cage because somebody did something to his pig?
No,
No, not Nick Cage.
It would be somebody like Patrick Swayze. No,
Mm-mm.
Nicolas Cage was on their list.
no,
Yeah,
I got one, kind of.
no. I'm trying to think of.
Johnny Depp.
Oh,
Interesting.
that would have been terrible.
But Warner Brothers wanted Brad Pitt or Val Kilmer, both of them said no.
I could see.
Look at them reaching out. Really, no.
I could see Brad
No.
Pitt. No. He's not really an actiony kind of guy.
I think
either.
they cast it well.
They did.
Oh, I think so too. Warner Brothers was considering Johnny Depp, but when it came down to between Depp and Reeves, whom Warner Brothers was pushing, Keanu was already turned into the concept and made a big difference in casting. John Cusack lobbied hard for the role of Neo.
Oh, no.
Interesting.
That would have been terrible. Bless his heart.
Lana and Lily their original choice for Neo when the Matrix was then developed in the early '90s was Brandon Lee.
That
but
would have been amazing.
But he died in.
Who's Brandon?
Oh, please tell me you don't.
Is that a martial arts person?
Oh,
So you know Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
Bruce Lee has a son named Brandon Lee.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Brandon Lee
fine.
died on the set of The Crow.
did you ever see that movie? You need to watch
No, we'll
it.
do it on the show.
I love
it's,
The
it's,
Crow.
it's one we need to do on the show.
He literally died making that movie.
We can definitely do it on the show. We'll do it next
Okay,
season.
don't tell me how. I want to
We'll talk. We'll talk about it.
watch the movie and then I want to tell you how he died.
Okay.
Gary Oldman and Samuel L. Jackson were both considered for Morpheus at one point.
Gary Oldman would have been great.
Gillian Anderson turned down the role of Trinity.
No, she would have been that good.
Who's that?
She was on the X-Files.
Young 90s.
Is that one of the main people in X-Files?
You
Yes.
Watched,
Okay.
She
you
was
watched The Crown, right? We talked about this last.
Yeah.
Margaret Thatcher.
No way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Young Gillian Anderson, I think, pulled off.
No, I don't think so. But
Jada Pinkett Smith auditioned for the part of Trinity, but she didn't get it. But she plays Niobe in Matrix Reloaded, which
yeah,
is the third
she
one.
does. Yeah.
So, Will's wife.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I don't
Like
think
he was like, nah, and
I
she
don't-
was like,
I don't
maybe.
think they were. I think they were dating. I don't think they were married at the time.
Okay, interesting.
So the list of people who were considered to be or auditioned for Trinity were Marissa Tomei,
Nope.
Salma Hayek. Salma Hayek. 90s,
She's hot.
Since
She's
90s,
All right.
90s Salma
Who is
Hayek.
she?
Both of us are. She did the snake dancing from Dusk
Dusk
to
till Dawn.
Dawn. That is so hot. She puts
Oh,
her
we need
foot
to do-
out and she pours whiskey down her leg and goes straight into a guy's mouth from her toes, and it's
So you have
hot.
some lady dancing and pouring alcohol. I can see that.
And with this big giant snake on her. It's great.
J
I haven't
Lo.
seen that.
J-Lo?
J-Lo.
Yeah.
Oh, hell no.
She's from the block.
She
would not have taken the red pill.
No.
Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, I could see it.
This is for Trinity?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it.
I can see that.
Here's one I can't see, and I just don't believe. Drew Barrymore. I don't see her.
Oh, hell no.
She's too bubbly.
No, Drew.
She's too bubbly, but I can see, like,
No.
because she had a rough past, like, getting to a place where she's like, no, I want to take that character. I can see her wanting
She
to do
has a
that,
cute little lisp
but
that would not have worked for this movie.
It's like
It wouldn't have fit well.
It's like Firestar can't be Trinity.
Yeah.
Uma Thurman.
Yeah.
Yeah, if she's the bride, of course she
Yeah. Yeah, I could see her do
can.
it.
Ming Na Wen.
Uma
Yeah.
Thurman does Kill Bill, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I want in yellow.
Michelle Yeoh.
Oh, I love her.
Lucy Liu.
Love her.
Lucy Liu's one of the girls.
Charlie's Angels.
Yes, Charlie's Angels.
Heather Graham, which I can't see either.
Me either.
Elizabeth Hurley, I can't see.
Nope.
Jennifer Beals.
Nope.
And Ashley Judd.
Nope.
Interesting. Most of those
Michelle
people I
Yeoh
didn't
would have
know.
been good.
Janet Jackson was initially approached for the role of Trinity, but scheduling conflicts prevented her from accepting it.
Janet Jackson?
Yeah, in an interview,
Miss Jackson?
Yes,
Are you for real?
Michael's sister.
And for real.
in an interview, she stated that turning down the role was difficult for her, and she later referenced the film in the intro and outro interludes of her 10th studio album, Discipline.
All right.
Okay, so the person that has the role.
Carrie Moss.
Thank you. What else has she been in?
She was in the Jessica Jones.
Yeah, I might.
She was.
Yeah, she's.
She was great in
Was
Jessica
she in
Jones
anything
series.
before this? Like, was she known at this
No,
time,
no,
or was
she's-
she like
no.
someone they just found?
This is her breakout. Yeah.
Interesting.
She's-
Which I liked her. She's not a classic beauty. She's not what you would
Which I
consider
think you needed.
Yeah, which I think, but she's plays the part so well. She's so badass, and I love her on Jessica Jones. Love her.
So the French versions have some different things. In the French version, when Neo dies, Trinity says she loves him and that she's going to bring him back. In the
Je
original,
t'aime.
in the original version, she says she's not afraid anymore because she loves him. And then Neo is asked if he can dodge bullets. In the French version, Morpheus answers that when he'll be ready, he won't feel them. And the original version is he won't have to, which is the better version. So I don't know what's up with the French.
Come on, French.
Bar trivia.
Yes.
How many people die in this movie? What's the body?
Throughout the whole thing?
Yeah, what's the body
oh,
count?
Man.
Hold on.
49.
No, hold on.
So 49's from Jestina.
She said no.
She shut you down.
No, I mean, I'm trying to count.
Oh, please get it right to the number.
I would be impressed.
I know.
I would be.
We gotta stop talking so she can count.
74.
Oh my god.
Justina was closer,
Okay.
but she was also over. Body count was 39.
No, there. Look at you.
Like you went higher too.
I did.
Just assume there were buildings that collapsed somewhere
Right.
in the
That's
background.
what exactly
Yes.
what I was thinking about.
Gotta count all those.
How many months of training did the actors have before making this film?
I think it's unrealistic. I'm gonna go with 4 months
4 months.
That's not unrealistic. That's about right, I would think.
for all of that. I don't know. I feel like you need more time, but it's a movie. Movies happen fast.
They happen fast. And I didn't really see any of them naked, so I didn't. It's not like three.
See them
Well, what I mean
naked.
is not like 300 where they literally
They
had
had
to
to
build
look
those
at it.
abs,
True.
and stuff. So they had to do martial arts training. I'm saying 45 months is about what.
6 months.
Really? Okay.
How many days did it take to shoot the first day, the first opening action sequence? So the
17.
the Trinity.
Yeah, 17.
I'm gonna go with 2 weeks. I'm gonna go 14.
4 days.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
4 days, 6 months of training to do that.
I just assumed it was gonna take a long time.
So
Right.
legendary Hong Kong stunt coordinator Wu Ping Wen initially refused to work on the film even after receiving the script, which he liked. He hoped by asking an exorbitant fee, he would turn off the Wachowskis. It didn't. He next formulated and considered an impossible request. He said he would only do it if he had complete control of the fights and that he trained the actors for 4 months before they shoot. The Wachowskis complied with the request.
Ha.
So,
Joke's on you.
He's
Yeah,
like,
right. He's
well,
like, damn it.
Damn it. Well, they're going to pay me a lot. I get to do everything I want.
Also want gummy worms on every table.
So, to prepare for the scene in which Neo wakes up in the pod, Keanu Reeves lost 15 pounds and shaved his whole body to give Neo
Oh, yeah.
an emancipated look.
You could tell that was like he really shaved his head. And
When did
everything.
they shoot that?
That was the last thing they shot.
Okay, I was like,
It the last
that's
thing
got
they
to be
shot.
like,
It had
all
to
right,
be
now
like
nothing.
the last thing.
Yeah.
And like shaved his eyebrows and
So throughout the Matrix, we see the green code. That's the
Right.
actual Matrix. Do you know what it really is?
The actual code, no.
That's the producer designer scanning in his wife's sushi recipes from a cookbook.
Oh, nice.
All right. Okay.
So how long is the movie The Matrix in actual time? There's 2 timestamps that tells you like exactly how much time goes on through the.
Oh, shit.
The-
You know, I never even thought about it. It's got to be...
I did not think about it until I found this note of trivia. Now I'm like, oh, how long from the first timestamp to the end?
Like when he first...
Because it opens with a timestamp and it ends with a timestamp.
I didn't even see the timestamps, but I'm guesstimating by the visuals.
I think it's like...
A month. I'm going to say a month because his hair doesn't grow back that much.
I don't know. I feel like it's...
Or even less. It's got to be less than that.
Like a week
Couple
or
of
two.
weeks. It's got to be like a week.
I'm going to go with 7 days.
7 days in a month?
7 days, yeah.
In a month?
No, I'm going less than a month. I'm going to...
I think it happened fast.
I'm going to...
It's more fun if you both have different answers.
Okay.
I'll go 9 days.
9 days, 7 days. You're both wrong.
Is it 365 weeks?
The date stamp on the phone trace program in the open sequence reads 2/1998. The date stamp on the phone trace program in the closing sequence reads 9/1899. That means that the events in the movie takes place over exactly 19 months.
Oh, so
Wow.
he just keeps his head shaved then.
His head shaved, and like I guess in the Matrix. Yeah,
Yeah,
It just
and
felt like it was like a
I
quick
just felt
thing.
like it. I just felt like it was just like had just started growing back out, and that's why I was going instead of. I guess he keeps it closely shaved
He
when he's in the
decided
real
after the
world.
hair was coming back and he just keep it nice
So
and trimmed.
just in the first 45 minutes of the film, how many lines does Neo have?
5.
5.
I
He
don't-
doesn't talk much.
I don't know.
It's a guessing game.
Okay, 12.
80.
Okay.
Wow, it's way more than 5.
Of those 80, how many of those are questions?
79. At one point, he had to say yes to the pill.
That's right. I would say 69 just because that's a fun number.
44 are questions. I just thought it was a fun fact.
I want to start paying attention to like things that happen around me and how much is a question, how much is just
Yeah.
like a conversation.
Some personal information can be seen from Thomas Anderson's criminal record.
Mr. Anderson.
The Agent Smith
My ex-husband.
glances at when he interrogates Neo. The last update on the file is July 22nd, 1998. Neo's date of birth is March 11th, 1962. His birthplace is Lower Downtown Capital City. Neo, I gotta change my page. Neo's mother's maiden name is, or her whole name is Michelle McGahee. Neo's father's name is John Anderson.
Anderson.
Neo attended Central West Junior High and Owen Patterson High School, named after the film's production designer.
Nice.
A few seconds later, a photocopy of his passport can be seen. Then the place of his birth is Capital City, USA. His date of birth is the 13th of September, 1971 on the passport. The passport was issued on the 12th of September, 1991 and will expire on September 11th, 2001.
That's a
wow.
false passport.
Well, he's a hacker, so...
Yeah.
So...
How cool, though, that it's all around the time that we're doing this. Right now.
Exactly. His passport expired 20 years ago yesterday.
Nice.
I'm going to have to get that updated if you're still here, buddy.
Never forget. All right. All right. When Morpheus explaining what the Matrix is to Neo, he uses the phrase "Welcome to the desert of the real." This is a paraphrase from Jean Baudrillard's "Simulacra and Simulation." That sounds like a book that Josh would read. Mm-hmm. The hollowed out book where Neo keeps his illegal software. The quote can be found in Chapter 1. The procession of simulacra, page 1, paragraph 2. It is the real and not the map, whose vestiges persist here and there in the desert that is no longer those of the Empire, but ours, the desert of the real itself. And that's from 1983. Look at that.
Fun.
That's deep.
The whole movie's deep. Injuries. I have a section for injuries.
Nice.
Prior to pre-production, Keanu Reeves suffered a 2-level fusion of his cervical spine, which he began to cause paralysis in one leg.
Oh my gosh.
I can relate to that.
requiring him to undergo neck surgery.
I can relate to that.
He was still recovering by the time of pre-production, but insisted on training. Reeves trained hard and even requested training on days off. However, the surgery still made him unable to kick for 2 out of the 4 months of training. As a result, Reeves did not kick much in the film.
Interesting. What happened?
He had a
You just have like what I had. You have discs that herniate, and you have to have a cervical.
There wasn't like an accident.
No,
or
no,
anything.
No, you just
Okay.
wear out.
That sucks too, to get like cast and then be like, hang on, I just need to fix my discs.
You just wear out, Jestina. I'm just telling you, this is what you have to look forward to.
No.
Carrie Ann Moss twisted her ankle while shooting one of her scenes, but decided not to tell anyone until after filming so they wouldn't recast her.
Oh, that would be me.
Do you know I broke a foot during a show and didn't go get a cast until after? I did 3 weeks on a broken foot
Wow.
for the same reason.
Yep. Like, no, I'm fine. It's great.
On the first day of shooting, Hugo Weaving suffered an injury to his leg. It was revealed to be a polyp that had to be surgically removed. For a while, there was a suggestion that the actor would have to be recast, but shifting the schedule around so that all of his stunt work could be placed at the end of shooting. Weaving was able to take the part.
Nice.
Cool.
Filming the scene when Neo was slammed Smith into the ceiling, Keanu Reeves' stunt double sustained several injuries, including broken ribs, knees, and a dislocated shoulder.
Oh my God.
Another stuntman was injured by a hydraulic puller during a shot where Neo was slammed into a booth.
Oh my God.
And last but not least, for the scene when Neo wakes up in a pod connected to the Matrix, the pod was constructed to look dirty, used, and sinister. During the testing of the breathing mechanism in the pod, the testers suffered hypothermia in under 8 minutes, so the pod had to be heated.
Oh
Oh
my
my gosh.
So that was fun.
Oh man.
So awards, I have 2 I want to mention. 2 different types. How many Academy Awards was it nominated for?
Well, it wasn't in the top stuff. So I'm nominated.
Yeah, nominated.
4.
I'm gonna say 2.
4 is correct. How many
Well
did it
done.
win?
None of them.
No, I want to say, I don't know. Visual effects, man, special effects, whatever.
Oh, that's fair because
I'm gonna
American
say-
Beauty wouldn't have gotten that.
I'm going to say 2.
All 4.
All 4?
Well
That's
done.
awesome.
This is to date the largest clean sweep of a nominated categories for a film that was not nominated for Best Picture.
Nice.
Well done.
The other thing I wanted to note is
What was it for?
Best Editing, Best Sound, Best Sound Effects Editing, and Best Visual Effects.
Nice. Visual effects is what I was.
Well done.
Which fun fact beat Star Wars Episode 1 in all of those categories.
Nice.
And we've seen that one.
Yeah, I know. That was
I mean,
the first
was-
of the old.
The Matrix was
right-
better than Star Wars.
Right, it's the one with the red faced dude.
Darth Maul.
I love Darth Maul,
Yeah.
but The Matrix
He falls
was
in the
better
hole.
than Star Wars Episode 1.
That's the new one everybody hates. The new one.
It's
the new.
it's part of the new.
Let's not have this discussion.
Like 4,
Let's save
5,
this
and
for
6
another
are
show.
like the original. The new is like 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, you're in
Yeah. And now there's a whole set of newer ones, so it doesn't make any sense. Yeah. No, I got it. Red face.
In 2012, The Matrix was selected by the U.S. Library of Congress for preservation in the National Film Registry Archives.
Really?
Yes.
Nice.
It's a big achievement film.
Nice.
Yeah, it is.
Release date was March 31st, 1999. Its budget was $63 million.
Well, they had to come up with all those
Oh, yeah.
demands of that guy.
Right.
Yeah.
What was its opening weekend? What do you think how much it made its opening weekend?
Opening weekend?
I'm gonna say not much. I don't know because it didn't hit the top spot. What? It didn't hit the
Honey,
awards. Hold on.
I remember all of us going to the movie to see going to see this movie.
Because we were talking about American Beauty is just the top, like, nominated. It's not the top movie of the
No,
year.
it won
right?
the Oscar.
What we've learned on this podcast, typically the best picture for the Oscar
Doesn't matter.
is like
Stuff we've never seen.
it's like the lowest. It's like in the 50s in the top 100.
Okay.
So.
Okay. So let me back that up.
Opening weekend, I say that
I will go ahead and tell you that it won its opening weekend.
that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I say it made $87,000. Wait, what is it? $87 million.
I say it made what it put into it.
$87 million would be a record today
Okay, never mind. It didn't
for a
make
weekend.
that much.
That's crazy.
It made $47 million.
What do you think?
I say what it put into it because I already said
Oh,
that.
it's 63.
Yeah.
It made 27.
Okay.
It's worldwide. It's
I
U.S.
expected more.
It's U.S. gross opening weekend.
Yeah,
Yeah. So U.S. gross was 171 million. Its worldwide gross was 466 million. It
Yeah.
made a lot of money.
Well, I guess it should have because they did come out with multiples, and they wouldn't do that unless it made a lot of money.
It was so good.
So the top, I can only find the top 4 movies because Box Office Mojo is being a jerk. Were The Matrix, Saving Private Ryan, Prince of Egypt, and Patch Adams, which I suspect because Patch Adams came out Christmas 1998, and so I don't remember it running in during this. The Matrix released Easter weekend. That's why it also did really well. The weekend is a 5-day. It's like 5 days from Wednesday into Sunday for that. Can you guess the top 5 movies of 1999?
I'm going to go with Wild Wild West.
American Beauty was not one of them.
The
I'm going to
Matrix?
say Matrix for sure.
The Matrix is number 5. There are 4 above it.
Okay, so we're going to do...
I have mentioned...
Clueless.
I know.
I have mentioned one in this podcast.
I know.
That means nothing, Scotty.
Star Wars Episode 1.
Star Wars Episode 1 is number 1.
Interesting, but it didn't win any of the awards.
No.
But it's Star Wars, so
It's-
everybody
box
saw it because
office.
it's Star Wars.
You've got to understand, most of the time, the Oscars, they'll come up with all these winners of things I've never seen.
Interesting.
So...
Because you just watch a lot of genre films. That's okay.
And it's fine. I'm not going to watch I did watch that Revenant movie one time, and I regret every single moment that I sat in the theater and watched that crap.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
All I can think about is Will Smith. So
There is no Wild Wild West, I will say
okay.
that.
99. What else came out in 99?
What about the one with what's his face in the jungle?
Patch Adams, maybe? Because it was really good?
No.
Not Jungle to Jungle. What is that movie?
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Brad, I think his name is.
Number 4, Toy Story 2.
Oh,
I wouldn't
okay.
have.
I never think of kids' movies when we do this ever.
Me either, because I
Kid-
don't watch them.
But kids...
I know, but I just don't
parents
think of
spend-
them.
Yeah, parents spend a lot of money.
They do?
Number 3, Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me.
I love that movie. I love Austin Powers.
And number 2, The Sixth Sense.
Oh,
That was a good movie. I watched it and then immediately watched it again.
Was that the first M. Night Shyamalan movie?
Second.
What was the first one?
It's,
Come on, Rayman.
It's a
Signs?
Oh,
No.
that was a good
Sixth
one
Sense is the
too.
one that makes him known. He did a movie with Rosie O'Donnell about Catholic schools.
Oh, no, I
and
didn't
before
see that.
But
This
Sixth
is
Sense
a big one where he came. His breakout movie.
His breakout film was that one.
I want to see the
Oh,
new
it's
one
good.
that's coming out.
Old?
Yeah. Am I going to get to do my liquor?
Yes. I'm sorry. You should have. Go ahead and do. I totally forgot.
I know. I'm sitting here like, I'm just.
You
can
should-
I,
you
can I
could-
do my movie?
Well, normally you
My-
tell
my
her,
part?
you throw it to her.
You do.
Scotty.
You
It's your
usually
job to throw it to her.
If
I was
don't-
waiting.
You can. You
Well,
a
I
grown
can't
woman.
remember which part in the thing that we do it in.
I will.
Bar trivia.
My-
If he ever says bar trivia, be like, well, we need a drink for this, Scotty.
You're absolutely right. So usually we do it after we did the sermon a little different this time around.
Okay.
And you normally we do it afterwards. And then I was going to be like, well, we forgot, but I forgot totally about it anyway. So go ahead,
All right.
our libation. And usually you bring it. So I was like,
Well,
I didn't think about
I've
it.
been working, and I came
She's-
straight from the
she's
theater.
Very busy, Scotty.
So there's that.
I understand.
And then she had to bring a bunch of stuff for 2 different types of drinks.
I understand.
All right.
All right.
So here we go. I, of course, did the red pill, blue pill. Now, I follow the tipsy bartender. Have you ever heard of him?
Yes.
He's hilarious.
I don't follow him, but yes.
No, okay, so follow him.
Okay.
He's hilarious. And I get a lot of drink ideas. A lot of his drinks are things that I probably wouldn't drink because it's a lot of sugary stuff. Like the red pill, blue pill, because I won't drink any of these. But they came out pretty. And I sent a video to our thing so you can post a video of him doing it because he's funny.
All right, we'll do that.
Doing this. So it's the Matrix, red pill, blue pill. The base is 1.5 ounce of peach schnapps or triple sec. You can use, and also 3 ounces of pineapple juice. You take that, you shake it with some ice, you chill it, pour it into your shot glasses about 3/4 of the way full. Then for the red pill, you're going to mix vodka, 2 ounces of vodka, and 1 ounce of strawberry liqueur. For the blue pill, you're going to mix the vodka and 1 ounce of blue curacao, which I hate, which is why I would not take the blue pill. But you do those
blue curacao.
right. You do that in separate containers. You're going to stir it, not shake it, and then you're going to like layer it like over a spoon into the shot glasses so it floats. So you have the red pill, blue pill. Both of them look really, really super sweet. But it's so funny to watch this guy make them.
Cool.
He's great.
Wow.
So please
We'll show it in the
follow
shows.
that. Do your shots. Choose
Tell
wisely.
us which you prefer. Do both. Tell us which one you picked, and then tell us which one you picked after you took the shot.
Yeah.
For me, I would do mine. I would literally do mine with the triple sec instead of the peach schnapps because I don't care for peach schnapps.
That's what I was thinking too.
And I would probably do. I mean, I would definitely do the red pill, but I would do mine with grenadine.
That's what I was thinking as well. Instead of strawberry,
right? I would do the grenadine and vodka mixed
with the triple sec.
Right. Is
that
what I would.
sounds
That's how
good.
I would change it. So there you go.
So, what's really interesting is,
I gotta put my glasses on for this.
yes. What's really interesting is that we're getting a new Matrix movie
I'm excited.
at the end of the year. It's going to be on theaters and in HBO Max, so they'll be released simultaneously.
Cool.
It's called The Matrix Resurrection, and we're going to watch the trailer together. I've seen it. The ladies have not.
We have not.
Our producers, you've seen it, right? Hey, Caleb's nodding. Also, hey guys, before we watch it, Time Ninja.
Don't forget.
Go buy it.
Or you could see him nodding. Yeah.
Time Ninja.
Right, you can see. The more you buy, the more equipment we can get. We make no money off this. We're just saying.
Please help us pay for a microphone for our producer.
No, maybe he should produce one. He's doing that by buying Time Ninja.
Time Ninja.
Time Ninja. We're writing you a theme song and everything.
That's right.
You don't have to worry about it. We got it taken.
All right, so here is The Matrix Resurrection.
Let's do it. I want to be resurrected.
Thomas? You seem particularly triggered right now. Can you tell me what happened?
NPH.
I've had dreams that weren't just
Oh my
dreams.
God.
Am I crazy?
Yes, Keanu, you're crazy.
We don't use that word in here.
NPH. Oh my God.
Blue glasses. I love him.
Oh, I love this song too. This is the sucker punch.
Yes, it was used in secretary, right?
Look at him with his facial hair.
He's so hot. That's Trinity.
Yep.
Have we met?
One pill makes you larger.
He's taking the blue pills. Don't take the blue
One
pills.
pill makes you small. And the ones that mother gives you don't do anything at all. Go ask
It's full of blue
Alice
curacao.
when she's 10 feet tall.
Time to fly.
That dude looks like a diet Morpheus.
A diet Morpheus.
If you want the truth, Neo, you're going to have to follow me.
It's like it starts over.
The only thing that matters to you is still here. I know it's why you're still fighting and why you will never give up. You don't know me. No?
That's super parkour.
After all these years, to be going back to where it all started. Back to the Matrix.
All right, I have goosebumps.
You like that?
That's amazing.
I don't remember what. Okay, I don't know if I've seen all 3 of the other ones. Because then part of me is like,
I don't remember.
I don't remember how it
Who's
ended.
force feeding him blue pills?
how did the third one end? You said something
Why
about an
is he
orgy.
taking
is
the
that
blue
where it ends
pills?
and they start taking blue pills? What's happening? Like he wants to stay in the orgy forever?
No, the orgy happens like really early in the third movie.
Why is he taking blue pills?
Answer the question, Scotty. He didn't watch them. He fell asleep. He can't answer these questions right now. You didn't watch the whole.
I didn't
thing?
watch the other 2. Oh, the other thing I want to talk about. I forgot to talk about this. Is we also forgot about the libations. I watched the first 2 episodes of the Animatrix.
I'm sorry, the what?
The Animatrix.
It's animated Matrix.
Animaniac.
Right, kind of.
That's not what it was.
You can't not say that.
Right. It is a canon story. They're 9. I think they're 9 or 12. I think they're 9 tales. And they all have to do with the Matrix. And the first 2 is about how we got to the Matrix.
Okay.
So the first 2 are basically it's way in the future, and mankind is become very hedonistic, and they've made robots to do all their bidding, and they treat their robots like crap.
Of course they do.
And then the robots figure out, like, hey, why are we being treated like crap?
I have a new robot, and I love him, and I'm trying to treat
The litter
him
robot?
nice. I do.
Yeah, please don't treat him like crap.
I'm not. I gave him a name and everything, and I feed him, and I
literally
love
because
him.
all he does is take care of the crap. So he's like,
Literally all he does.
I love my litter robot.
So there's even one that kills its master and goes on trial.
Oh my gosh, kind of like AI.
Go
Right.
on, robot.
And so then they start dismantling and destroying all the robots at that time. And there's a whole sequence where just human beings are just being terrible to robots. So robots decide to leave, and they move to like the Middle East, the Fertile Crescent where man started, and they build their own society. They build a whole city, and they start manufacturing things.
As robots do.
It's because that's what they do. And so they're just building things to make life better. But like their economy is a lot better than the mankind's economy.
Because they don't eat,
right?
So they don't need all
So
that.
there's and so they're making more money, and their value is much higher than the humans. So
They become the 1%.
So the humans they start wars with them.
Oh man!
And then they blocking out the sky because they figure that if they'll knock out the sunlight, it'll kill the robots. Well, the robots are crafty. And so it doesn't. And so the robots have figured out how human beings work anyway. So it's like, oh, we can turn these guys into batteries.
Did the humans not realize that blacking out the sun would also hurt humankind?
They're all cheering it too. They're the whole scene of they're like, yeah, we're gonna win this thing. And they don't.
And then all their crops die, and they can't feed themselves.
And so
y'all are idiots.
The robots basically. There's a scene where like the robots. They call their city, their country 01. And so they have representatives of 01, a male robot and a female looking robot. They come to the UN. They're like, we bring peace. And then the UN guys just beat the shit out of them.
Oh my God.
They're terrible to them. So then the second time after the war, the robots come back to the UN and they blow it up. They're like, we tried peace, but y'all wouldn't have it. And so they basically force people into like plugging into the Matrix. So the first crop of people are actually people.
Oh wow!
And then they start body farming them afterwards. And so that's like,
Jeez,
like you'll help us, we'll help you. You won't remember it. You'll have the life you want.
Right.
Like even Agent Smith says, the first version of the Matrix was wonderful. It was a paradise for humans, but like the Buddhists say, life is suffering, and so there was no suffering, so they couldn't handle it. So that's why they were like, well, 1999 must have sucked, and so they made it 1999.
There
But
you go.
the Animatrix, it's called the second Renaissance, Part 1 and Part 2.
Interesting.
And it's wonderfully beautifully animated, and it's just a story about how we got here.
Nice.
And so there is an origin story out there that's like in canon origin story. That's pretty cool.
Nice.
There's also a video game that happened between Matrix Revolution, and Reload is the sequel, and Revolution is it Ghost of Matrix or
We all looked at Caleb.
well, one of them's Path of Neo. Anyway, but so it came out after the second one, but the in-game things that you did affected the script for the third one.
All right.
So storyline, like the way the storyline went, because it was an online game, and so people could all.
So the MMO came out as well.
Yeah, but
That one's just called The Matrix, and that takes place after the third one.
well, there's one that was between 2 and 3 that affected the script how 3 went.
So they like tried to see how the game worked out before
Right.
they wrote the script.
Right. So they
Interesting.
probably wrote a lot of the script, but they had different points in the game where in the
Like a
script.
choose your own mystery.
It's kind of yeah. So
Like all the video games, even the MMO.
I love those
yeah,
books.
yeah. So there's a big revival now trying to get the MMO back. I just saw that actually.
What
Enter
is
the Matrix.
MMO? Major Motion Original.
It's a mass multiple online game. So like Warcraft.
Okay.
World of Warcraft is one of those.
Okay.
You've heard
I
of
see what
that?
you're saying. Yes.
Yeah. So
Jennifer likes
it's
that game.
but that's but it was all for the Matrix.
Interesting. So it's no longer something you can play.
No.
Okay.
But so yep. So that's all the Matrix stuff I have for you today.
If they bring that back, they should use the link that's still attached to the movie of What is the Matrix.
I'm pretty sure they're going to do.
They actually already brought the What is the Matrix link back.
Yeah, it plugs into the DVD. How you can buy the DVDs.
No, I know that, but they should use that to tie into the game if they bring the game back.
Right.
Because it's already on the movie. Like, you already have advertising from 1999 that you don't have to add. It's already there.
That's
And people
nice.
look it up and they're like, oh, it's a game. You're welcome.
So, would you recommend this movie?
Yes, I would.
100%.
Me too. I think it's great. I think I'm surprised how well it holds up for it's a 20-year-old film.
I'm not. It's got Keanu Reeves. I love him.
Not just like the effects.
The effects are amazing.
I like him
The story's great. It's confusing and deep. There's a lot going on. And
There's a lot
I
going
think
on.
I think the problems with the other two films is that there's too much going on, and it's very cerebral.
Right. It is.
So do you guys like those at all?
I liked the second one. I don't remember a lot about the third one.
So
Interesting. I had the orgy.
I have not seen 2 and 3 in a very, very long time, probably since the theater.
Interesting.
And so I remember at the time not liking it, but that was also almost 20 years ago, and I was a different Scotty. So I'd like to kind of revisit it. I mean, I've had college and stuff since then. So like
What I like about the second one in particular is that you get to see Zion. You get to see where the actual human population are, what they're doing other than flying around on ships and all of that. So that's kind of
or
cool.
you don't, because the big question in both of the other films is like maybe it's another Matrix.
Right.
It's like
you don't know.
Then you start to question everything.
yeah.
Yeah.
The
It reminds
big
me
thing
of
is-
Inception.
Right. Exactly. It's like you
You
question
have to
everything.
have something that you spin so you know it's real or not.
But I don't know if I watched the third one. I don't remember. Surely I did, because you would think, but I don't remember.
Do you know when it
anything
came out,
about it.
Scotty?
They both came out back to back because they actually shot those back to back.
Yeah, they were
They're
quick.
they're like 6 months apart. So
Interesting.
So yeah.
I wonder if that's why people don't remember the third as much, though. Like, maybe that was poor marketing, the way it was done.
Well, they also it wasn't well received. Like the Matrix 1 is so groundbreaking, it's hard to top it, and they don't.
Interesting.
And so it's
you
a
think
lot.
that's why this one's kind of like a redo?
I think so. I think
because it sounds a lot like the first.
the trailer has an interesting approach. And like I said, it's just the first trailer, so we don't have much of a story.
Yeah.
Right.
But I'm curious about it. So
Taking them blue pills.
I'll watch it.
I will.
You shouldn't take those blue pills.
I will see it on.
And he has the blue glasses. It's like NPH is like, blue all the way, buddy. Live this fake life.
It
I
comes
love
out.
NPH.
I do too.
Comes out on HBO Max. It's also released in theaters. So I will.
Yeah.
I will probably, like I'm doing Dune. I'm going to see Dune in theaters, but I'm seeing it on Max first.
I want to see it in theaters. I want to
When
go.
does that come out?
Dune is in October.
In October?
October.
I want to watch
October.
Malignant or whatever that's out right now.
I hear it's not very good.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I was looking forward
still
to
want
that.
to see Candyman. I've been so wrapped up in this movie, in this
Her daughter saw it.
show. I want to go see Candyman.
Do you know how long movies are in theaters? Like, do we have an idea of when it's not going to be in theaters?
So it used to be 3 months, but now it's a month and a half as part of the new
Right.
deals that all these
Interesting.
because of COVID, a lot of
So next week, like work week next week, can y'all go?
I can go.
Yeah, I can go.
Because I won't have the kids.
I can
next
go
week.
every night but Thursday.
Yeah, go.
Okay. What are we gonna go see?
Candyman.
Okay,
Candy-
let's do it. She said, what are we,
Why didn't
you said something about Malignant, so I
Well,
was
that's on HBO Max.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I was
I hear
like,
it's not good. I almost watched, and then I watched the trailer, and I was like, I'm okay.
I'll let you know.
Let's go.
'cause I
Like,
think we're still gonna watch it.
Tuesday.
Tuesday's good for me. Tuesday good for you?
Yeah, so just to be clear, when I said next week, I don't mean this one coming up. I mean the next one.
Oh, the week after. Okay.
Yeah, because I have the kids this whole week.
Okay, cool.
But the week
Okay.
after, I'm up.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay, Tuesday's good.
Sure. Cool.
Let's do it.
If it's
I
still
mean,
in
I can
theaters.
go. I can go any whatever, but
Yeah,
Tuesday's
as long as
fine.
it's still in theaters.
Okay.
So next week we'll just get together and we'll talk about stuff. We might play a game. We might not. We don't know. Then we might watch trailers. We don't know. We don't know yet.
We don't know what we're gonna do. It's gonna be good.
It's crazy. This is Scotty
Lots of
saying,
chains.
right? This is Scotty saying this is our contribution to the multiverse. Go out and buy Time Ninja.
Do
by our
it.
producer.
Bye.
Bye. Time Ninja.